finance channel.
I'm Crypto Corey.
And I'm tired. I'm Money Mike.
Money Mike is just complaining.
Dude.
Come on, dude, get your energy up. This has been a sick day.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I was about to
At
break
least
into a workplace story, but we're good.
at least for crypto, it's been amazing, right?
Yeah, it's been it's hard to say right now cuz basically it seems like we're forming a new trend. New trends in the market between a bunch of different stuff. So, um but yeah.
What's gonna happen next?
Well, the yen still sucks. The South Korean stock market still sucks. Tech markets are selling off. Bond yields are through the roof. Oil's up. Yeah. Yep.
Folks, we've been talking about it here, at least on the crypto side. You're gonna know when something's gonna happen. Like it's gonna be like right here on this channel.
You are gonna
'Cause
know.
yeah, I mean we're we're watching this in live time. That's the crazy thing. How about that Bitcoin today, huh?
Yeah, it's a safe haven asset cycle. So that's what you're starting to see basically. So gold, Bitcoin, it's gonna happen eventually.
So I still think we could get that lower low. But like I said, this is why we start averaging. We average in now, obviously not financial advice, but what I'm doing is averaging now because we don't know if it goes lower. It probably won't, to be honest with you. It just probably left this here to entice people to think that it's going to go to these lower prices and then we just never get it. But averaging in is going to take care of that. So I think right now is probably the best time.
The amount of stability that Bitcoin has shown in the past year, basically, since the past 3 months, is unprecedented.
And meanwhile, what is the media telling you?
Oh, the world's on fire, the sky is falling. What do they usually tell us?
I don't know. I don't look at the news.
Everyone's gonna die.
Yeah, it's a lot of fear mongering.
So it's interesting to see it be as steady as it's been the past couple months here. So let's see what happens though.
It looks like we are pretty close to the bottom, if not already have hit the bottom for Bitcoin. So,
Yeah, no, it's a good channel, and we're actually getting ready to pop up out of this current channel. You want to bring the chart up for the peoples?
there it is.
Because I'm looking at the daily chart on a 6 month.
Yeah, I'm on the daily chart too, right here.
6 month time frame. So I'm zooming way out, and it's been traveling in this channel for a long time.
So, this is actually what we wanted to see. Because now that we are breaking back into this area, this is a break of trend. Remember I was talking, I don't know how many streams it was, but go a few back. I was talking about, I don't want to delete this yet because I want to go over what happened here. But I was talking about this range back here when we first had this big bottom, like after the big market crash, we chopped sideways and then eventually took out that range. Well, guess what? Today we broke back into that range. So this is a break of trend. And it's going to be closing here in 27 minutes. So unless it closes back below 64,000 in the next 27 minutes, which I don't see happening, this is a reversal of trend. Break of trend, reversal. Look at this massive candle that we just printed. All right.
Could you imagine? It just craters.
That'd be crazy.
Oh, no, it's not going to happen, dude. So basically, large holders have been buying tons of Bitcoin, and they've been doing it incognito. So that fall from 80K to 60 to 50 to high 50s that happened back in the, you know, in from May to very early June. If you look at those 30 candles for that 1 month, dude, the vast majority of them are red. And it was a lot of volume to the downside, too. A lot of selling. So now, basically, these people have been accumulating, but they've been doing it slowly. So volume's been pretty low up until today. Today is the biggest volume candle that we've had since that major sell-off in early June.
Right?
Yeah, the largest amount of volume since the sell-off in early June. So this could just be, you know, your market makers coming back to work at the end of the summer trying to get a jump on this. But I think it's more, you know, the current state of the markets and, you know, trying to get into a safe haven asset.
Well, definitely a lot of big money has been buying Bitcoin. That is for sure. I do believe now, here I go down this conspiracy theory. I shouldn't be saying that word because it's going to get shadow ban us for that. But now we're going down this, what I'm talking about, the markets are designed to rob you and take your money. Right here, the algorithm or whatever they're using to print these patterns, because let's face it, they are printing patterns. You see the head and shoulders there, you see the inverse Adam and Eve, right? And they generated over a period of what, since, you know, the beginning of June all the way here to the pretty much midpoint of August, right? And we are in the midway point. So once again, I'm talking about, the expansion happens usually within the middle of the month. So when we're looking for high probability, guess what? It's August 19th right now, right? We don't like trading the first and last week of the month. So I keep bringing up these things. The algorithm, whatever they're using, generated this pattern. So that pattern traders or retail traders, people who just look at the pattern and then they base their trade off of simply just a pattern, they targeted them. And that's what this is. And we were talking about this area, buy side liquidity, right? Because let's face it, they were shorting the market, anticipating that this head and shoulders was going to go down further, right? And we could see that that was an invalid conclusion because the weakness that occurred here in these few days. All right, and we were looking at this on Sunday. So let's go back to Sunday. And let's look what was happening between Friday and Sunday. And look at these candles. This is what I call signature. And you're going to pick this stuff up over a longer period of time. Look at this. If this head and shoulders was going to play out, guess what? These candlesticks would not be doing this.
Didn't look like much was happening.
Say again?
Didn't look like much was happening.
There you go.
Pretty boring
Look how
weekend.
It chops sideways for 3 days, like pretty much 3 days. if the Head and Shoulders was going to play out, it would have played out violently, and it would have played out long before this. This right here tells you that the pattern is invalid and that it's going to come up and take all the stop losses above it. We were talking about that, what was on Sunday? I was like, look at how the candlesticks are just like doing nothing. And how, like, if the pattern was going to play out, it would have already played out. And that's why we put down the long position, right? No stop got hit. Pretty much right at our entry. Look at that. He sniped that, guys. Did it come down and hit the stop? No. And all we did was put the stop loss right below these lows. Put it a little bit bigger because I know Bitcoin likes to play games sometimes, but it didn't play any games. This one was pretty clean, Mike. And that right there, ladies and gentlemen, is what I'm talking about. That's why you watch this stream, because who else on YouTube is talking about this?
Well, yeah, it's really
They're
funny.
usually asking for money, and they want a mentorship.
Because at the beginning of today, basically, what I saw was that we needed a close above 65K to ease the bearish setup, and we needed a sustained break above 67,000, basically, to totally just blow that out the water. It's no longer bearish, and it looks like we're gonna get that. What would you say, 24 minutes now? 8 p.m. Eastern
Now
Standard?
21 minutes and counting.
Yeah, 21 minutes. Yep. So there's that. I mean, obviously, this is just one day, but
So this was pretty much a 1 to 4. And you could have done a 1 to 4. I slightly moved it up. We had it at like a 1.38 or something like that. But guys, you could have, I mean, all we did was target the stop loss of the short sellers. We talked about this on Sunday. We talked about it on other streams. So go back and watch the other streams. We're literally giving people information here that, yeah, people they pay thousands of dollars. I mean, I paid thousands of dollars for this, and it seems to be working, at least for now. Until people catch on to this, but this is a sauce.
yeah, it's we might be back on. We're definitely back on track for my 80K summer prediction, which I'm happy about because that was not looking good for a while here.
And then we also had these higher lows. So we had this trend going already. So but people, the pattern traders, the retail traders, they just couldn't get out of their heads that this is a head and shoulder, or complex head and shoulders, because it has multiple shoulders. And then this one was looking pretty clean too. So I really believe that the algorithm has something to do with printing these patterns to entice retail traders to go long or short. In this case, it was short. And then they put the liquidity up here. So market's drawn to the liquidity wherever the stop loss, where all the stop losses are. They're right there. So where did it go? Boom, right there.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what happens tonight now after this big move today, because the Asian markets are infamous for stop loss hunting. So I'm wondering if a bunch of people are going short now overnight, thinking they got the code, and it just rips in their face again.
So let's go and remove all the drawings and once again start from a clean slate. And notice how I do this often, guys. I don't keep the drawings because now we have to reevaluate. Now we have to figure out, okay, what's going on? And I need to look at it from a fresh perspective. And that's what I do. I go down here, I remove all indicators and remove all the drawings. You're like, what? Remove all the indicators? Yeah. Get that out of the way. You don't need them.
You're removing your biases at the same time.
There you go. So you kind of reset your brain. And yeah, once again, I see that we've broken back into this range. Look at that. We've had this kind of tight range in here, and we've broken below it, come back into it. We've also broken above it and then come back into it. So I see this as an area of significance that most likely, now that we're back in it, it's going to be hard to get back above 70K, right? Because it was struggling back here to get above 70K here, right? So that's going to be our big challenge here, folks, is that we need to get back above $70,000. And I could see us going sideways in here for a little bit easily before maybe, say, the move that thinks people are, oh, it's going back down, and then boom, it reverses, and then we get our what, 2027, 2028 bull run, right? And that puts us right on target for the next halving, right?
Yeah, the only question for that's going to be, is capitulation going to happen right before it takes off again? Or are we going to get the same setup as last time, where basically capitulation happened a full year and a half before the halvening, and when the halvening came, it just skyrocketed even more?
This is yeah, it's getting interesting here. Also, we need to be watching this. It seems that there is some resistance at 80,000, somewhere around there.
Oh yeah.
And then also watch our previous low here, which would be 74,500. That would be another key area of interest to be watching. Or if we come up, that we create another high here, and then it creates a higher downtrend, you know what I'm saying? Which would put us in line with kind of what this was doing here, back here. We have a trend that's pretty much kind of going down, and it came back up and it said no. So I'd be watching that area as well, which would put us around 74,500. Expect that when we have this breakout, it might hesitate here. It could even reverse. So much like a chess game, like I'm laying out here, you have to be thinking of the markets in this type of mindset. You can't be going on YouTube just like, oh, I'm going to trade a pattern. I'm going to just go in the 1 minute and do this, and then I'm going to make a bunch of money, and I'm going to quit my job. I'd love for that to be true, but unfortunately, that's not how to play the market. It's not how a professional trader trades. What you're seeing here is this is how a professional trader approaches the market. And if you're not doing this, I would encourage you guys to really start, sit down and have fun, like drawing lines and like get into it, you know, like this is what's going to separate you from the normies and the retail traders, because let's face it, the retail traders are just going online doing exactly what you're doing, except you're doing one thing different. You've subscribed to the Manic Money Finance channel, and you also hit the like on this video, because we're giving you some crazy knowledge, and nobody else is talking about this. Are they, Mike?
No.
I think I'm hitting on some pretty cool key points today.
Yeah, based off of what I'm seeing right now, it's definitely going to be making another move here soon, dude. And overnight, we're either going to drop or we're going to go up. It's basically, it's like a powder keg, dude. It's crazy. You just watch the price action tighten up, and you know once it starts doing that, man, and going into that funnel. So it'd be funny to wake up in the morning and see Bitcoin over 70K, have it happen on the overnight.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like it's when you see it's doing this, and unfortunately, I don't know. I would not, from my experience, because I've traded days like these, because I would get home from work and I was like, oh my gosh,
Did,
this thing ran, and I'm gonna try to play this bull flag. Now, if you try to play this bull flag, I would actually, you know what? Let's just put my money. Really, we're just demo trading, but we're gonna short it. I'm gonna short it because people want to chase this right now, and
oh, they
I
will. They
out.
switch.
But
You're inexperienced traders. You're a bunch of retail people that see Bitcoin popping off today. They're gonna buy in, and you know what? I honestly, what I think is gonna happen.
full leverage.
I think what's gonna happen is they're gonna get a bad confirmation bias today. I think right now the short sellers are hitting this thing hard at 70K, dude, and a lot of sell volume at 70K today. So,
Yeah, yeah, I'm just trying to evaluate what I'm looking at. But yeah, keep going.
yeah, and I think it's just gonna be, another liquidity hunt. Because if you think about it, the market makers, the big money, they're buying. They've been buying. They've been doing it covertly to not spike the price up until recently. But they can only do that for so long before the market dynamics swallow. And everything that's going on with the traditional markets, dude, and the bond yields and the whole reason why we're seeing this, it's not going to stop.
Mike doesn't think it's gonna stop.
Money printers go bird, dude. They're just gonna be printing the money like crazy. Although it looks like your short's playing out nice, so the Asian markets might take it down out of the range right now. It's close. Is it a head fake? Is this the fake before the 8:30 reversal, or is that it's just not gonna happen today? I don't know. I'm still sticking with my 80K.
This is like a 1 to 3, I would say.
Okay.
But
Where's your target? 66. Ooh. Break of the bearish phase back into the bearish setup, huh?
well, I expect that. I don't know. It was this giant gap here. We have to see here. See what happens.
Yeah, without a doubt. I mean,
Very well, just keep running.
definitely the hardest days to trade are days like these, man. I'd say. You get any kind of insane moves like this, dude. It's like a lot of stuff goes right out the window.
Yeah, this just could keep charging. It's hard to say.
I didn't think the SPY was gonna do as well as it did today. Even though it's nothing crazy going on. I mean, it lost its all-time high of 780-ish on last week. It lost that basically, into Friday.
Yeah.
And then Monday, ugly. Monday, Tuesday, even worse. We dropped back down to the 7,600s. And then today it actually showed some strength, so it's interesting, And basically this afternoon, massive green candle. Which probably means it's going to be red tomorrow. So the S&P 500 does this thing every day where the largest volume candle is right at the end of the day.
Here, you got this for a second?
Yeah. The largest volume candle on the S&P 500 is right at the end of the day because it's reconciliation time. You know, it's options getting exercised, etc., etc. So you'll see these massive candles if you're looking at the chart. Typically, you know, they're big, but they're nothing insane. Lately, the reason we're getting all the volatility is those end-of-day candles are just higher than they've been months, maybe, since July. The only one, yeah. So it's been about a month since we've seen this. So the volatility is definitely going to be picking up here. With the S&P, I don't think the S&P's done dropping either. Major tech sell-off, basically. Everybody's seeing how much money these companies are spending on their AI, building their AI and stuff, and they're seeing that, oh, hey, like now is when, you know, the dues are going to be paid because they have to build the infrastructure for it. It was one thing when they were creating software and building software for it. That's easy. Writing code comparatively is easy. Now they got to build the hardware. They got to build the data centers, all this stuff, and that's going to be expensive. So that's why you're seeing companies like Google with these insane capexes on their earnings, these insane amounts of money spent on their AI development. It's hardware now. It's firmware. It's not software anymore. Software is easy. So I think we're going to be seeing more of the same, especially with all the other different economic indicators that are coming out and things that are happening. You know, we're losing jobs. We got you know, unemployment every Thursday. That'll be coming out again tomorrow morning. So that'll be what drives the direction of the markets for tomorrow. Is that unemployment on the nothing burger of a week that we have here. For data, yeah, the weekly jobless claims is going to be huge because the month previous was kind of a lot more than we've seen in a while. So 209,000. So basically, what's going to happen tomorrow is if the weekly jobless claims are, you know, something crazy, 300,000-400,000, guess what? S&P 500 is going to have a bad day tomorrow.
Be interesting because we're coming up. Well, still in the middle of the month, so I don't know.
Yeah.
What?
But the other thing too is if the job market gets kind of crappy, that'll actually be good. In some ways, because the Fed won't raise the interest rates. Bond yields, like I said, though, are through the roof, so that's kind of concerning too. So people are piling money into bonds now too, taking it out of the stock market, going, you know, this can only last so long. This insane rally, it was only ever gonna last so long, or it can only last so long. So let me get ahead of this, you know. Buy some bonds, buy some gold, buy some Bitcoin.
Yeah, we'll have to see what happens.
Oh, yeah. There's only one thing that remains constant, and that is the small cap crush. They're getting pulverized.
We'll have to see what happens. But yeah.
Yeah, so if you're going to do anything right now, as far as momentum trading goes, not financial advice, but the thing that's been looking really nice has been short selling small caps. They're getting destroyed. They're like, you know, your cannon fodder troops right now. They're on the front line. They're what the king is using to soften up the cavalry charge. So his spearmen and his elite infantrymen don't have to, you know, take the full brunt of the assault. Yep. Shout out Shout out medieval times. Like that
Great
actual,
time.
yeah, that part of history, not the establishment.
I could see this keep going, Mike. I don't know. I made the wrong call trying to short this.
Yeah, you don't
Should
know
we?
yet.
I don't know.
The Asian
I think
markets are trying.
we're gonna back out of this. We're not gonna. We're gonna take.
Asian markets are trying to figure out where they want to go with this tonight. But like I said, it's like right now, your liquidity on the buy side, dude, is probably like what down near 65K or something, and
Yeah.
the liquidity on the sell side is at 70K. That's much closer than the buy side liquidity if they're gonna go stop loss hunting tonight. I don't know. I don't know. So, what about the small account? You must have made money on this trade because you bought Bitcoin
Only what?
on your
20 bucks.
on the small account because you bought Bitcoin a couple weeks ago. Hey, every little bit helps, man. It's a compounding game. It's a compounding game. You're definitely beating me. You could have not taken a trade and you'd still be beating me right now because I did an earnings play.
Yeah, it's like 30 bucks.
I had two choices: an earnings play on a company that's crushing it, but had bad numbers because of just the way it shook out and when they deployed their game and stuff. So that killed me. So my small account's at $326. I'm stuck in a trade. And the messed up thing, dude, is I was looking at a VOT, which has been hammered lately, and now with this Bitcoin run, a VOT is killing it. So I didn't want to touch it because I know how horrible of a stock it is, firsthand experience, and yeah, yep, that happened. So now I need to step up my A game.
Yeah, well, it's kind of a weird time to get involved with the markets.
We live in weird times, people. Yeah, Bitcoin's definitely looking like it wants to break above that channel now. But this could be the true fake out. Nothing but downside.
And just like crashes. I don't know.
Yeah. It's been a while since we had a day like this, so it's like people will realize it's hard to trade this kind of stuff. It's volatile, it's violent, it's quick, and it can go either way, especially right now. So
We don't know.
and I mean that's
Hard-
it's just basically everything right now. Like we were talking about before, gold is back up to 4,600. Freaking even the Japanese yen is up the past week or two here. That would have been a ballsy play. But yeah, oil has been up, but it's kind of stagnating now. So,
Yeah, we gotta wait and see what happens. What happens next? Because this is kind of like a pivotal point, I would say.
yeah.
Don't mind me. I'm just paying my bills.
Yeah, no, I'm just checking on Iran and stuff and for the oil.
I can put some more money into the markets here tomorrow.
Japanese yen. Yeah, Bitcoin just started surging too. People can see it right on your screen, right on this screen.
Yeah, it's going.
Yeah, I kind of had a
Like,
feeling it would break to the upside, but this might just be a head fake. But it's just, I was looking at it and I'm like, man, they're gonna create some confirmation bias. They're gonna create some jaded traders tonight that think when it starts skyrocketing, you just buy. No. it's like once you trade for a while, you kind of realize, hey, like when something's skyrocketing, the markets are skyrocketing. It's like you start building this habit where it's like you don't chase that stuff.
Yeah, because you get messed up.
You
when
get
you do.
burned so many times. It's like putting your hand on the hot stove. Oh, it's like
Yep.
putting your hand on the stove, but there's like a 50-50 chance it could be on, and you don't know if it's on or not. You just don't take the chance.
Yeah, you just don't want to do it. It's not fun.
Oh, good times. But yeah, man, freaking, this is
That's a good place to leave it off.
yeah, no, I mean that works for me. There's not a ton to cover, so it's like Bitcoin going through the roof, everything else,
Man,
yeah.
take it or leave it.
Oh yeah. So plus I gotta wake up super early tomorrow.
Yeah.
Friday night though. Friday night stream. We're gonna be covering a bunch of stuff. I will.
Yeah.
Pretty good chance I'll be drinking something.
Mike will be drinking.
Yeah. Yeah. Who knows? We'll see. But yeah. Yeah, good luck out there. It's looking like we're going to be seeing a cycle into safe haven assets. So, not financial advice, but we've been waiting for gold to bottom out. We got the bottom. We got the round bottom now. It's on its way back up. Silver's probably doing the same.
Could this be the reversal for Bitcoin? We'll find out
On the next episode of Manic Money, Friday.
I'm Crypto Corey.
I am Money Mike.
Till the next one, guys. Hit that like and subscribe.